insomnia. Let's go. I can't fall asleep, I'm an insomniac, but who need that? I can solve your problems with a weed bag. I've been smoking weed, they call me weed whack.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of Demfootballguys. It's your host, Lord Baba Yaga. You already know what it is. We're here with Week 7 player props, picks, and parlays. It's the 4 p.m. slate. We are covering 3 4 p.m. games. We have two 405 games and one 425 games. We're going to jump right into the slate. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Make sure y'all leave a comment. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all know when we drop more content like this, so y'all know when we drop in new plays, new dynasty picks, new waiver wires, starts, sits, rises, and falls. We got a lot of content coming for you this season, and we're gonna keep the momentum going. We back, baby. Let's get after it. So let's start off with the Carolina Panthers against the Washington Commanders. Carolina Panthers, terrible team. Not too much to say there. They're doing a lot better with Andy Dalton. They have a much more poignant offense with Andy Dalton, but the Commanders have been slamming out any team under 500, and the Carolina Panthers fit the bill at 1-5. So I would love to take the over 50 points, simply because the Commanders tend to put up around 30 to 40 points against under 500 teams. But I don't know about the Carolina Panthers' ability to produce, but they did manage to put up some points against what's that team called? Against Atlanta. They managed to put up at least 2 touchdowns, I think around 21 points. So I think the over 50 is pretty safe. But for some reason in this game, I'm getting the vibe that there's going to be a lot more rushing with this game, not too much going on through the air. So the points, although it will remain a blowout, I do feel like it is a 8.5 spread favoring the Commanders, and under 51 is safe. I would take the money line. If anything, this game can easily get to a point where it's a blowout for most of the game. They sit the starters and the Panthers lose by 7. It's possible, but I'm not counting on that. So let's get into these anytime touchdown picks. I actually have a Brian Robinson first touchdown of the game. Brian Robinson plus 550. Chuba Hubbard anytime tub. So if you don't feel comfortable with the Brian Robinson first touchdown, feel free to take the Brian Robinson anytime. It's a safer pick. It's obviously the option that anyone lacking, would take. We have Terry McLaurin anytime touchdown. Another lock bet. I don't feel like there'll be too much passing, but I do feel like he gets the opportunity in the red zone at some point, or he gets the opportunity on a busted coverage play, because the Panthers tend to do that a lot, and gets to see the end zone. As far as the receiving props go, we have the receiver props are a little interesting. I have Terry McLaurin over. I'm out of passing. I have Terry McLaurin over 63.5 receiving yards. Chuba Hubbard over 20.5 receiving yards. I'm not the most comfortable with Zach Ertz or Noah Brown, simply because I don't expect Jaden Daniels to throw the ball a lot this game, even though he tends to do that a lot in blowouts, and it's always been his thing. I do feel like they kind of take this game in a way where they practice the basics with this game. They blow them out early in the game, kind of keep the ball on the ground, because the ground game will work compared to the other under 500 teams that kind of had a better line coming in. So, I do think Terry McLaurin goes under 4.5 receive. I actually wasn't entirely comfortable with this. I wanted to take Terry McLaurin under 4.5, but it's over 4.5 receptions are implied if they keep it in the air. But I do expect it to be a lot of running, so I'm going to leave this passing prop, the receiving props alone for the most part. But, obviously, based on the line, you read the line, you see Noah Brown over 2.5 is almost a lock for 3 receptions at minus 146, and 156 for Terry McLaurin over 4.5, which is strongly leading you to believe that they will receive those yards. I'm not that comfortable with it, so I'm going to leave that one alone. I think there was a first quarter receptions, 14.5. I'm going to leave those alone. And into the rushing props, I don't believe us to have any rushing props, because they do not have rushing props for Brian Robinson. I think he's still questionable at the moment, so they're not entirely sure if he gets the go ahead, gets the green light tomorrow. So they left him and Austin Eckler out. And Chuba Hubbard, though I do feel like he has a good day fantasy wise, or a good day running on the ground, at least I do think that they lose control of the game at some point. So Chuba Hubbard doesn't make it 270. I would probably take the under 70, but it takes one big play to fuck that up. So I'm going to add that to the ticket, but do recall what I said. Going back over this ticket, we have Washington Commanders minus 8.5, under 51 total points. Brian Robinson anytime scorer, Chuba Hubbard anytime scorer, Terry McLaurin anytime scorer. Terry McLaurin over 63.5, Chuba Hubbard over 20.5, Chuba Hubbard under 70.5 rushing yards. I love it. I take most of this. This is a game that if they do decide to add most of the lines, including all the Panthers, because they're not entirely, I don't think they're sure if Andy Dalton gets the green light this week, and they're not actually comfortable with what Andy Dalton's been doing. So Vegas is playing it safe on their end. So I suggest you do the same. Right, next game. Oh, let me be great. That's what this thing won't do, is let me be great. Okay, the next game we have on the 4 p.m. slate, we have 2 Monday night games this week, by the way. Just gonna toss that out there. We have the Raiders against the LA Rams. Right now, I'm not comfortable with this game at all. This is a game that I would prefer to avoid, simply because the Rams, I don't think the Rams ever beat a team by more than 6 points. That don't even sound realistic. So I'm gonna take the plus 6.5 Raiders. Trust me, I don't like it either. But hear me out. The Rams defense is trash. The Raiders defense is trash. The Raiders defense might actually be better than the Rams defense, but we're gonna go with they're both trash. Aiden O'Connell's playing. There's not gonna be a lot of ball movement. It's gonna be a very slow game. So I'm gonna go with under 43.5. Rams money line. Raiders plus 6.5. That just seems like I don't expect a lot of scoring from this game. I'm expecting Kyrie to score, obviously. I don't. Cooper Kupp's playing. Okay. Alexander Madison will have a touchdown, because that line is yeah. I don't even want to speak on it too much. As far as everyone else goes, if Cooper Kupp is playing, I would want to take Cooper Kupp's anytime tub. I'm not going to put that on the ticket, but it is something that you should consider. Receiving, as far as receiving goes, yeah, I'm not surprised by this. Brock Bowers, I'm not taking his yards, but I will take Brock Bowers' receptions, because Brock Bowers is their only real weapon there. I don't mind Trey Tucker over 37.5. I think Jacoby Myers is questionable at the moment, so I think the yards have to go to somebody, and something I would take as soon as possible. Not because I love it so much, but because it's the only it's so low now, and it probably is low for a very good reason. Brock Bowers over first quarter. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually really good off this game. So let me just go ahead and get us up out of here. I'll probably take. Oh my God. Yeah. No, they didn't even put. I was hoping. I like Kyrie, so I would want to take the 88.5, but they didn't put Alexander Madison on this list. So yeah, I'm good off this game. Very quick things. We have the Las Vegas Raiders plus 6.5, under 43.5 for the game total. Rams money line. I would say Kyrie anytime touchdown, Madison anytime touchdown. Brock Bowers over 5.5. Trey Tucker over 37.5. Kyrie Williams over 88 rushing yards. And I would not take most of this, TBH. Most of this, everything outside of the game lines, I'm not, except for Kyrie, and I'm comfortable with that. But everything else outside of the top 4, I'm not really super comfortable with. I wouldn't advise that anyone just takes this thinking that they're going to become a millionaire. I wouldn't put my rents on it. I wouldn't put my hopes and dreams on it. I would leave that alone for the most part. All right, let's get into this last game of the slate. This is the last leg. Let's get into this one. We got the Kansas City Chiefs against the Kansas City Chiefs against the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers are at home. The 49ers are also favored. This is a game that I'm a little concerned about. This is probably the only game I want to comfortably take the over. As far as everything else goes, Brock Purdy's he's been doing pretty well. I think people kind of see this game as the, you know, Super Bowl replay game. But the way I see this, if it replays the Super Bowl, they don't have Rashee Rice. They're kind of probably going to lean on Kelsey a little bit more. I think I can probably take the 49ers to win this game because the 49ers have not been winning a lot of their games. They haven't won most of their last. I think they won one of their last 3. So I like the 49ers to win this game. Not really. I honestly wholeheartedly want to take the Kansas City Chiefs, but I'm going to leave it at the over because the Kansas City Chiefs are fighters, and I do think they are the better team, injured or not. But I do think this game slips away for them, which is why it's so close. I'm not taking Jordan Mason's anytime tub. I am actually tired of doing that. But I will be taking Kareem Hunt's anytime tub. I will be taking a Deebo Samuel anytime tub. I will take a Travis Kelce anytime tub. I will take a George Kittle anytime tub. I will be skipping Ayuk, and because of that, Ayuk will score. And between these 4 good men here, I would probably lean closer to Worthy to steal a tub today. This is the blueprint for our over. Remember it, write it down. As far as receiving props go, I'm looking for a lot of Kelsey this game. What happened with Juju Smith-Schuster last game was interesting. I think it was commendable, but can I sign up to that as an absolute? Not sure, not really. And I do like the fact that it was it makes perfect sense. Rashee Rice and Juju, you take out Rashee Rice, big target, effective in that spot, and put Juju there, and it should work out the same. But Juju's also questionable, and he also likes to get his knee drained periodically. So I don't know about that. Kansas City does have a good defense. I do feel like they could do a good job of containing Deebo Samuel like they did the last time. But I do like George Kittle at the 52 receiving yards. And I think in terms of total receptions, this is where I would probably favor someone like Kelsey at the 5.5. If Juju was at 2.5, I'd probably take it, but I'm going to take it at 3.5 because I like that. I don't know about his yards. I don't like Worthy at the 4 receptions. Probably leave that alone. I like Kittle at the 4.5, and I like Deebo for rushing yards, but I'm going to probably wait till we get there to bring that up again. Now for the rushing yards, I'm not super comfortable with Kareem Hunt's rushing yards. I love Kareem Hunt. I love the way he ran last time. I love the fact that Kareem Hunt back with the what's it called, Kansas City Chiefs. But I don't really feel like partaking in that with the 49ers. I'd be comfortable taking the under 19 rushing yards for Patrick Mahomes, but I'm not going to do that. It's not really my thing. Brock Purdy has been trying to get into more of his mobility bag, so I like the over 14.5 for Brock Purdy. I like the over 12.5 for Deebo Samuel, but not really, actually. I want the 58.5 for Jordan Mason. I really do, but I don't feel comfortable putting my money on Jordan Mason anymore. So, yeah, that's where I'll call this game. I'll call it. So let's take a look at this ticket. I got the over 47.5 game total. San Francisco money line. Kareem Hunt anytime touchdown. Deebo Samuel anytime touchdown. Travis Kelce anytime touchdown. George Kittle anytime touchdown. Xavier Worthy anytime touchdown. And then for receiving yards, I have Travis Kelce 61.5 over. Kittle over 52.5. Kelce over 5.5 receptions. Juju Smith over 3.2 receptions. George Kittle over 4.5 receptions. Brock Purdy over 14.5 rushing yards. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let's go. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you're taking, what you're not taking. These are the 3 4 o'clock window games between 4:05 to 4:25. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make us one of your sources. We're on Apple Music, Spotify. We also putting out join us on the next video for the 8 o'clock window. We're doing the Sunday night football game. Thank y'all for tuning in again. I said that like 4 times, but I really do appreciate y'all, everyone who tunes in, everyone who supports, everyone who follows us on the Instagram, everyone who joins us on the page. We really do appreciate all the support. And that's it for now, man. We'll see you on the next video. Then football guys, we are out.